HIPHOP19XX, and we have been going for a while. But today, we chilling with Von Coleman and Slow Burn. So Coleman, right now you got the ABC movement going on, the anti-backwood crew. Tell us a little something about that.
Shit, man, the anti-backwood, it pretty much started from a Facebook post. You know what I'm saying? I had one on there one day, and I don't smoke backwoods. I've been knowing about them since a real long time. Since I was a kid, since I was like 17, first time I ever smoked one. You know what I'm saying? From how I was put on it, that was a DMV thing. Just like smoking swishers is a Chicago thing.
Right.
And I just kind of felt like people had lost their sauce in the culture and was just doing shit based because other rap niggas was doing this shit. And I just felt like niggas had lost their authenticity. And I had just went on the computer one day like, man, it's crazy how motherfuckers went from not smoking at all to if you don't bring a wood to my session, you can't smoke, period. And I wasn't fucking with that.
Right. So you basically trying to stand at the point where it's be your own person. What you smoke is what you smoke, and what they smoke is what they smoke. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't burning no backwoods no time soon.
I'm burning them, but I ain't smoking them. I'm sorry. I'm burning backwoods, but not smoking them.
So for sure. So you coming out with an anti-backwood mixtape, or what's up? You got some new music on the way? What's going on? What you been venturing off to?
Shoot, I got Anti-Backwood Part 1 song out on SoundCloud. Search me on SoundCloud, VonColemanMusik. It's at like 50,000 almost. Before that, I put out my official single from my mixtape, In My Own World, which is titled In My Own World.
We got that on HIPHOP19XX. Y'all can check that out.
And I'm working on Anti-Backwood Part 2 right now. We just fine-tuning a couple things, man. I had to let bro listen to it to see what I need to add to it or take out.
So what's the mission for the mixtape? Like, what's the direction you trying to take the people to?
I want to give people more of myself. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I got a lot of songs and I rap, but I don't really give people the reason why I approach my music the way I approach it.
So let's give us a reason right now why you approach the music the way you do.
Life, trials and tribulations, insecurities, and truthfulness. It's a lot of things about me that people think about me, but they don't know.
Let's tell the people something that you think they should know about Von Coleman.
But I get the shirt off my back.
Yeah?
You know what I'm saying? I give the keys to my car and take the bus.
Now, you don't hear a lot of Chicago niggas talking like that. Most Chicago niggas is like, man, fuck the ops, whack the ops. You know what I'm saying? You're always talking greasy. How do you feel about the Chicago rap scene as it is today? With the artists like Famous Dex coming into the industry and taking over like you did?
Well, I always feel like, man, you should never hate on somebody's hustle, regardless of how you feel about them. I think Dex, his music is something that Chicago ain't really had. That fun, energetic, dancey person that actually people want to listen to. Instead of like them being fun, dancey, and it's just for that year. Right. You know what I'm saying? He been on the tail for like 2 years. And shout out to my boy. He know why I'm saying shout out to him. Yeah, but the world will know why I'm saying shout out to him in a second too, man. He showed major love to my boy E. Haynes, so I gotta show love back.
Shout out to E. Haynes.
And when I met him
a
couple months ago, right before he took off, right after he signed with that, not with that, with Rich the Kid, he showed me love. So you know what I'm saying? You gotta show love to people who show you love.
For sure. So y'all doing anything with the merchandise? You merchandising right now?
Definitely. I got
show him that shirt, man. Show him that anti-backwood. Show him what it is.
These the first shirts. They've been doing real good. I only got 2 left, but by the time this interview come out, I ain't gonna have no more. And I'm working on a new design. This design just come from the cover art for the first song. I went with what I had. I was promoting the song and put it out, and people was hitting me up like, you should do shirts. And I learned a lot from doing the shirts, like what I would do next time, just the ins and outs of how people charge you for your shirts. Like, a lot of people charge you what they charge you because they don't have shirts on hand.
So let's speak on that. Because you're kind of business savvy. You're approaching the business side of the industry. How do you feel about artists signing deals but not having the business mentality?
I feel like it's all depending on it's all depending on who you sign to.
Y'all ain't Stones?
I ain't fucking with you, man. Get your ass out here.
My daddy is though. It all depends on who you sign to. If you sign to a person, but you don't have business savvy, but that person do, it's their job to kind of mold you. Like just because the artist is hot and in tune with the people and the kids love him, don't mean that he know how to put himself on a bigger pedestal. Even though he may have done a lot to the point where they got signed.
Right. So what's some of the approaches that you took? Some of the steps that you take?
Well, I always try to do trial and error. You know what I'm saying? And what I like to do is I like to surround myself with people who are doing the same thing as me, or other things that maybe through the music I can get into later, like the fashion. My uncle. Shout out to my uncle, Coleman. He had the original Afro wear clothing line since I was 2 years old. Since I was like 4. And he done had a couple big breaks, which I felt was big, like Barbershop 1 movie, Barbershop 2, Wildin' Out, when they first hit the scene before they start getting their own clothes, their own shirts and stuff.
Right, Wildin' Out was just red and black team.
Yeah.
It didn't have even a logo.
Big shout out to Afion Crockett, because he always had that shit on there on every episode.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now I know that I'm bringing this up now. Y'all gonna go look at the old tapes and see what I'm talking about. But I like to try to listen to what people say, you know what I'm saying? Not as far as like an influence, like don't have my own type of mind type of way, but people always look at you differently than how you look at yourself.
For sure. Did you vote for Trump?
No, I didn't vote at all.
You didn't vote at all? Could you give me a reason for why you didn't vote?
You come here.
No, you know what? I think I did vote. I think I voted for Hillary.
You voted for
I
Hillary?
voted for... Wait, did I? I think I voted.
You did vote, but we talked about it.
Well, I voted for Hillary, but at the same time, I wanted Bernie. Or I would love, if we can get Obama for 4 more years, but he might die in there for 4 more years.
Right.
You see what 8 years did to him. That nigga went in there looking like a kid, came out an old man. He was 40 at the time. That nigga looked like damn at 65.
Right. So we got a lot of violence going on in the streets in Chicago, and you a rapper. You got a big voice for the people. I just want to know, what would you do for the city that'll change the outlook on how kids are going about what they're doing in the streets?
Can you repeat the question one more time?
Can't go outside. Can't go outside, boy. Hey, you're listening to Real Bump Exclusive. Hey, shining like a wristwatch. Your shoes are 700. I fucked it in flip flops. Baby girl, don't waste my time. You know I take top. Damn, you know I take top. Hey, not Shaquille O'Neal, but I'm on big blocks. Big blocks. No, I never serve a rock. But that